watching Rogers TV.
Hello and welcome to Rogers TV Community News. I'm Carla Fitzsimmons. More than 2,800 collisions have been tabulated over a 5-year period in the city of Waterloo. A new report by city staff shows what streets in the city see the most collisions. It includes 71 collisions involving pedestrians and 54 collisions involving cyclists. The data was collected during the 2018 to 2024 period. The report notes 2020 and 2021 were not included because of anomalies observed in collision data during the COVID-19 pandemic. The new data comes from the city's road safety countermeasures and traffic calming implementation plan. Snow squalls, strong winds, and winter-like weather is on its way this week, so you're going to want to make sure you have your snow brush and snow shovel handy. CAA South Central Ontario, the Ministry of Transportation, and the OPP want you to be prepared for winter driving conditions.
You don't need to have snow on the ground to get a set of 4 matching winter tires. Winter tires actually do a lot more than just help you manage in the snow. They help you deal with black ice, with the slush, with the rain, and with the colder temperatures. Conventional all-season tires, they really don't have the same kind of flexibility and grip on the cold road like winter tires do. And that's because they have a compound silica that just allows them to grip onto the road a lot better. And they're just more malleable versus that rigid kind of rubber that we have in the all seasons. Anybody who's driven with winter tires will tell you there is greater traction, control, and stability when you have your winter tires on. And then in wintertime, that can make all the difference. You know, you can reduce your braking distances by up to 25% or 2 car lengths. So when you're trying to do a quick stop, an emergency brake, or something like that, that can make all the difference. We generally like to say 7 for 7. So that is 7 days of 7 degrees or lower consistently. So really now is the appropriate time to get your winter tires on. Well, there really is a difference between a summer emergency kit and a winter emergency kit, and that comes down to keeping you safe and warm. So yes, it'll have the same things like perhaps a fuel funnel, or it'll have some flares in it, or it'll have jumper cables. Those are pretty standard when you get an emergency kit, but other things that it'll have is like a collapsible shovel, or perhaps a blanket, some tea lights, some waterproof matches. Those things will be inside of a winter car kit. And we say, don't stop there. Add a few extra things like an extra pair of mittens, socks, a toque. Those things tend to get wet when you are out in the snow. So even an extra scarf, a blanket in the back seat of your car. It sounds like a lot, but it can be quite compact. We talk a lot about car batteries. Car batteries really do take a beating during the summer months. That extreme heat flux we deal with is not very kind to car batteries. We see a lot of them failing in the winter months. So while you're getting your winter tires on, ask your mechanic to also check the life of your battery. Will it last? You know, the average car battery only lasts about 3 to 5 years. So if you don't remember the last time you've checked your car battery, it's probably, at the very least, the best thing you can do is to check it. It's time to get it checked.
Waterloo Regional Police are investigating a Monday morning weapons incident in Cambridge that saw a cyclist hit with bear spray from a nearby vehicle. It happened around 3:15 a.m. Police say the cyclist was riding in the area of Elgin Street North and Avenue Road when a driver of a vehicle approached them discharging a canister of bear spray. The victim sustained minor injuries but was later taken to a local hospital. Anyone with information is asked to contact police or Waterloo Regional Crime Stoppers. Meanwhile, police continue to investigate 2 shootings in Waterloo Region, and the suspects remain at large. More than a week ago, 51 shots were fired at a busy Waterloo intersection.
Approximately, it was 2 a.m. Our police service received a number of reports of gunfire in the area of Bridgeport, Weber Street in Waterloo. The report was that these shots happened between a number of vehicles, and so our police officers attended that area conducted an investigation, and they're still continuing the investigation. We've moved that investigation over to our General Investigation Unit because we were able to confirm that there were a number of shots fired between a number of vehicles in that area at that time. We confirmed that there were 51 shots fired in that intersection through forensic identification and stuff like that. So we think that there's witnesses that are not only in both of those vehicles that were involved, but there were a couple of light-colored vehicles that were in and around those vehicles that with that volley of gunfire would have seen or heard something. Maybe they heard a conversation or an argument between the two vehicles. We don't know, but we would like to hear from those people involved. Businesses are in and around that area too. We've obviously conducted a very thorough canvass, and so we're looking for people that maybe even were in and around that area that have like cameras in their car, dash cameras that might have caught the vehicles where they drove after that incident. So that's what we're appealing for the public. We believe that there was at least one person injured. There could have been more. I can also say that there were a number of other people that we think they were in that vehicle as well.
And to a Cambridge neighborhood where police have released video that clearly captures the shooting incident.
On November 18th, it was in the early morning hours, I believe around 2 a.m., we received reports of gunfire in and around Arthur Fash in Cambridge. The report was that there were a number of gunshots sent towards a residence, and so members of patrol attended that area and confirmed that there was a residence that was hit with a number of bullets. And we've released some video that shows a vehicle approaching the residence and a number of shots being fired. So we would look to see if there's other residents in the area that have door cameras. Like I said, at that time, there are cars driving in and around that area that might have dash camera of a vehicle leaving that area, a dark-colored vehicle. Also, we're looking for anybody that might have been walking in and around that area. They could have been walking their dog for that matter and would have seen something. So we're appealing for members of the public to come forward with that. And you can probably tell from the video, there were multiple shots fired. I mean, it's concerning to our police service and that residents in that area. But I can say that we believe it's targeted, and so part of the investigation is finding out the motive for why that took place.
The Guelph Storm in the city of Guelph will play host to the 2027 Memorial Cup. The opportunity coincides with the city's bicentennial.
It's a pleasure to welcome you all here today as we officially celebrate the Guelph Storm being awarded the 2027 Memorial Cup presented by Kubota. La Coupe Memorial 2027 présentée par Kubota. On behalf of the Canadian Hockey League, I want to formally congratulate the Guelph Storm as the host of the 2027 Memorial Cup presented by Kubota. Having a Memorial Cup here the same year as Guelph marks its 200th birthday makes this a special moment for the league, for the Storm, and for the Royal City.
Our community is really second to none. The fans are phenomenal here, and what I said during the pitch when the committee was here, I really truly meant there's the very young and there's the old, and in our community, in that generational sort of there's no generational gap when it comes to the Guelph Storm, and it's really all encompassing within our community. And so the chance to hold this event here in 2027 is an unbelievable opportunity.
Guelph embodies what junior hockey is all about. It's a community team. Times you're good, times you're not so good. The fans show up, they support. We try to put on a good show in the arena, whether the team's winning or not winning. Hopefully we're winning more. But the point is this is what the Guelph is all about. So I just want on my behalf, I know Matt has done a great job, our whole staff, Mel, Sarah, I see you all. Our staff is exactly what a junior hockey staff is. They do everything. I always say we have a small staff and they do everything.
As great as it is of an opportunity for our players and the staff and everybody that's involved with the team, it's of course about the community, right? Our job as leaders is to provide an opportunity for young people to grow and develop and achieve their goals and aspirations, but it's also about supporting the communities that we are in. And our teams are amongst the most important things in their communities for their ability to bring people together, to represent what it means to be from Guelph. For the people of the community, the fans of the Storm, we thank you for being such great fans and stepping up to be part of making this a perfect place to choose to host this great championship.
And on Saturday, the Guelph Storm organization retired Dustin Brown's number 32.
An environment where a shy 15-year-old kid could gain and develop confidence, both as a player and as a person. Thank you, Guelph. I am proud to have called this place home, and I am honored that my number will hang here where it all began. Thank you.
Now over to Sean Fafaro with highlights from the Kitchener Rangers game on Friday.
Kitchener Rangers hosting the Ottawa 67s on Friday night. Rangers would get on the board first on the power play. Two new members of that first power play unit, Jakob Kromiak and Andrew Vermeulen, connect. Just like that, the Rangers are up 1-0. 48 seconds later, Jack Dever would score his 5th of the year to tie it up, and we are even 1-1 after 20 minutes of play. Into the second period we would go. Cross ice pass here goes off the skate of Carson Campbell, and the 67s take advantage of that. They are up 2-1 on a lucky bounce, but Matthew Lachar would tip Carson Campbell's point shot here, and we would be tied 2-2 at the end of 2 periods of play. Into the third we would go. Turnover right there onto the stick of Nick Whitehead. 67s are up 3-2. About 4.5 minutes after that, Cooper Foster picks up his 14th of the year and a big rebound that ends up right on his stick on the left side. 67s up 4-2. Shortly after that, they would go up 5-2. Cooper Foster again on the left side picks up his 15th of the year. 5-2 at that time. Christian Humphreys would get a breakaway goal to make it 5-3, but that's as close as the Rangers would get. 67s win 5-3.
Santa Claus is coming to town this Saturday, and he's making his way to Brantford for the 49th annual parade. It begins at 2 p.m. The Brantford Food Bank will continue its parade tradition of collecting holiday food donations along the parade route. Volunteers will be collecting non-perishable food items and donations. Bringing hope to the region of Waterloo this holiday season, Family and Children's Services Foundation has launched its Tree of Hope campaign.
Well, it is one of our largest fundraisers of the year, and we're so thrilled to, again, this is the 32nd year actually that we've been partnering with Rogers as a whole to run our Tree of Hope campaign. And it is a community-wide 50-50 with a chance to win, well, as much as the pot will get to, but right now it's a guaranteed pot of $50,000.
That's amazing.
A chance to win some money for your own pocket and a chance to help a lot of children, youth, and families in our community.
The raffle is important every year. This is the biggest fundraiser for the foundation. The foundation is fully supported on helping some of the most vulnerable families in our community, and we all know that it's challenging times. Needs are growing in the community, and so we really need, for this raffle this year to be a success, we're hoping to raise a minimum of $400,000 that we will be fully putting back into the community, and so we're really counting on community support this year.
So we do have 3 radio partners, 570, the Country 106.7, and Chime, so you can go to any of their websites, and there's a direct link. You can go to 5050treeofhope.com, or you can go to Fax Foundation website. Any of those websites will take you directly to the link to buy tickets. We have some amazing early bird draws that will happen every Friday morning. So if you go on the website and you're really interested in any of those, make sure you get your tickets before those early bird draws. And then the big draw is the morning of December 18th. So you need to have your tickets before 7:45 the morning of December 18th.
The early bird draws are all really awesome. We've been really lucky to get some great early bird prizes. So, for people who have interest in hockey, we have Rangers ticket packages. We've got some concert series packages. Lots of great prizes for people to win. And again, such a great way to give back to the community.
Thanks for watching this edition of Rogers TV Community News. I'm Carla Fitzsimmons, and I'll see you again on Friday.